In this very quick video, I'll be telling you about all the good bits and the bad bits about Breezy's Spa and Resort here in Nassau in the Bahamas. So let's start first with a room tour. Right, so we've made it. This is our room, twin beds. We have obviously put our stuff on the bed. They left us this little swan. Very nice. I mean, there's not a lot to say. It's got air conditioning, but the temperature is actually really nice in here. The best thing, oh no, I'll come back to the best thing. Lots of stories of safe. The safe doesn't actually work, so I'm going to go and ask for that to for them to have a look at that, because we do want that for our passports. It's come up with an error code at the minute, and this is the bathroom. A little seat in the shower. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not like a glamorous one, but it looks clean, decent. The TV looks a bit retro, but we'll forgive them for that. And then the best bit of the room. Oh, I've locked it. This is a bit old, this door, so it needs to... Right, let's come back to the door. Okay, yeah, you got to pull it pretty hard. It's starting. The view over here isn't great, however, that view's not too bad. And it looks like there's no one in the sea anywhere, which is incredible. It's not particularly warm today. I'd say it's like a nice summer's day in England. About 20 degrees, I think, in a minute. The Breezy's Hotel has a very odd selection of a la carte restaurants. These open on a rotational basis, and on the first night we went to the Garden of Eden. Now it needs to be said that all these restaurants have no way of booking, so you've just got to turn up when they open. This means that there are really long lines in order to get in. Unfortunately, the appetizer that I ordered was not available, therefore I was offered onion rings as a alternative, which was a little bit strange. I then went for the grilled New York steak. All things considered, we can't really say anything positive about this place, and we wouldn't recommend eating there. This is our view. Actually, there's actually a few people in the pool. I mean, fair play to them, because it is absolutely freezing in there. It's ridiculously cold. Today is the nicest day though. The weather is completely, well, almost completely clear. And there's hardly any wind. Oh, there's a little cat as well. The pool was freezing. In fact, we barely saw anybody using the pool all week. On the plus side, you can swim whenever you want. They just put a sign out saying swim at your own risk, and it's up to you, which I really like. In the Banana Boat restaurant is where you'll find the main buffet style dining, which you'll do many times throughout your stay. Every time we went in there, it was very well stocked. There was lots of different choice, as is always with this sort of selection, whether it be breakfast, lunch or dinner. You're either going to like it, you're not going to like it. Stuff's going to be well cooked, stuff's going to be there and dry out and it's been left for a while. It's just the nature of a massive hotel buffet. You can get fresh eggs and omelettes made to your request, and hope you like them. At lunchtime you'll see a reduced offering, but you'll see pizzas and pasta, more than enough to get you through the day. We did find that it did change quite a lot from evening meal to evening meal. It wasn't always the same thing. Also during the day you've got the beach grill. We did actually quite like the stuff from here, and it was very easy to just nip over to it if you're on the beach, get your stuff and go back to the beach to eat it. Rachel is a vegetarian, and we don't think there was much control going on. Now, we do accept that's sort of the way sometimes when you go abroad and you order vegetarian food, but still, it's worth making note. 2 nights later we thought we'd try Nassau, which is another a la carte restaurant. This is an Asian restaurant, and you can see all these people were waiting in line to try and get in. Now, very luckily, we were the last 2 people to get into the first sit-in, and weirdly, they don't start the second sit-in until everyone has finished the first sit-in. Also, this restaurant was converted into a sports bar for a short amount of time, which you can definitely tell. It's a very weird vibe in here. We must say this is where we met our favourite server of the entire trip. We went out of our way to thank her. She was absolutely brilliant and made the experience in here. With regards to everything else, well, we'd probably just leave it. There is a gym, but Rachel described some of the stuff was there for display purposes only. There is also a jogging track, however it is covered in sand, so it's quite slippery to try and run on. That's why most of my runs I went over to the Bahamas to do a lap around there. There is some water sports stuff, which I did see on occasion did make it to the sea, but it's kind of hidden away under these trees. You've got tennis courts, also a basketball court as well, which we didn't use, but apparently this sign would make it look like there is sessions available, and you can actually get the equipment 24 hours a day. There's also a climbing wall, which we didn't see operated at all through our visit. In regards to entertainment, well, there are some board games which have seen better days. There is some table tennis tables and billiards / snooker / pool tables as well, which again we saw plenty of people using throughout the holiday. It's also around the pool, lots of activities that they plan throughout the day over a loudspeaker, so it can get quite loud if you're trying to relax. But if you just head over to the beach, then you can't hear any of it and you just hear the waves instead. Lastly, we tried the Italian restaurant called Martino's, which is probably the nicest one to sit in. Once again, we were slightly underwhelmed by the food and also the long line to get in, which again, we were very lucky we got in the first sit-in. The best thing here is the closest to the beach and how quiet it was. Evening entertainment is really not our thing, so we didn't spend too long watching it. However, it did consist most nights of either a singer, a dancer, or a band. There is also Club Hurricane, which we never saw open on our trip. We did spend quite a bit of time heading over to the Bahamas. Every morning I go for a run around there. It has its own water park, which we didn't do on this trip. However, it might want to be something that you do to have an activity which is very close by within walking distance. They also have a lighting show on, which I imagine is every night, which does look pretty spectacular. Inside there's a lot of posh shops and also a huge casino. It also looks like not having too many problems with their energy bills. And finally, let's talk about the drinks. Now, we never waited more than 2 people to get served, but by far the best thing here is they will fill up anything with very generous amounts. If you ask for a wine, expect them to fill your sports bottle with wine. That way you can take it with you on the beach and it's sealed. I wish every all-inclusive did this, particularly if you're sat quite far away on the beach. To be able to have 2 or 3 drinks worth was absolutely fantastic. Right, that's it for this little video from the Bahamas. So, very quick review. I think I've got to remember that this was a very cheap all-inclusive resort. The pool is too cold. I know it's kind of winter, but even so, like, the sea shouldn't be warmer than the pool, I don't think. I've been in the sea lots, hardly been in the pool. In fact, once when I was extremely drunk because I actually managed to get in the pub. Other than that, I never waited to get served, really. Maybe you have to wait 2 or 3 people maximum. And when you do get served, you just get what you want. There's no like, how are you going to get 2 drinks? No one's told us off for doing anything. Does that make sense? Oh, sorry, you can't pull that somebody, you can't do that. And that is just very much the atmosphere, I think, of the Bahamas and also like Barbados. It's just similar to that. Other than that, it was a relaxing holiday. Like I say, it's only a very short video because we didn't really do that much. We had a lot of lazy days. So that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and press the thumbs up button, because the thumbs up button, this means it pushes it out to, or it recommends it to other people who might be interested in it, and it helps grow the channel. And I'm quite liking going travelling and filming it and then making the videos. So yeah, it's going to get a bit choppy again now. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you found it useful. And I have no idea where we're going next because I've got nothing else booked. But we'll see.